Greetings from the BSC designer team. In this video, we'll show how to confirm performance data with evidence documents. Imagine a company that opens new branches. Each month, the progress of construction is reported. But how can we validate those numbers? That's a question senior managers or auditors might ask when reviewing performance reports. With BC Designer, you can specify which documents are accepted as evidence for a KPI, and your team can upload them to support their reports. Let's see how it works. We'll use the indicator branch opening progress as an example. In the values editor, I can check that it is configured for monthly updates. Now, we need to define what kind of evidence must be uploaded for this indicator. I click the Edit button next to the description field. Let's add a new evidence requirement. We need to select the scope of evidence to add. There are two options. One, indicator level evidence, which applies to the KPI in general, for example, a policy document or approval note. Two, date-specific evidence, which must be uploaded every time new data is reported, like a monthly inspection photo or checklist. First, I'll add a requirement for general evidence. I change the scope to indicator level and describe the expected evidence. For example, board approval note. This will be required. I will add another one, internal policy, optional. Next, I'll add a placeholder for date-specific evidence. I click Add, set the scope to date-specific, and describe the required evidence. Picture from construction site required. Without it, no data will be accepted. Inspection checklist also required. Now that the placeholders are set, let's see how it works in practice. First, I'll upload the indicator level evidence. In the General tab, I click the Attachment button and see which evidence is expected. For the board approval, I'll upload a PDF provided by the board. The internal policy is optional, but I'll link to the policy document. Our goal is to open the branch by the end of the year. I'll set the target to 100%, specify that it applies to the whole year, and choose Accumulated and the grouping for this metric. We have a dedicated video explaining the details of target setting. Now, let's report some data. I select the first reporting period where we expect to reach 25% progress. The platform does not allow me to enter data until I upload the required evidence. I upload evidence attaching a picture from the construction site and the inspection checklist. And now I can report the performance data. For example, 25% progress for this month. For the next reporting period, we'll need to repeat the steps, uploading the evidence to unlock the data entry field. At any time, I can review the evidence uploaded for each reporting period. To do this, I open the values editor, where the column with attachments is displayed. In our example, the uploaded evidence was not validated by anyone. This creates a risk of inaccurate data being submitted. To prevent this, we can activate the approval workflow in the user settings. Once enabled, a power user must approve the input before it appears in the scorecard. What about other stakeholders, such as auditors, who need to view the data but not edit it? Simply assign them view-only access to the scorecard in the My Scorecards section. How can we scale this approach to real cases? In our example, we tracked only one indicator. In real projects, you'll likely have several indicators, such as design work progress, construction site progress, marketing activities, each with its own evidence requirements. By following the same steps, you can ensure consistent evidence based reporting across all metrics. Sometimes you might want to reuse the same evidence model. Once the evidence requirements are defined, you can copy and paste the indicator to save it as a template, or use the paste and keep sync option to keep all copies updated if the original template changes. That's how we can manage evidence for KPIs in BSC Designer. This feature helps you build a transparent, auditable, and trustworthy performance reporting process. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our customer support team. We'll be happy to help.